Hi, welcome to Genius channel. Today we are going to see the chapter permutation and combination. Okay, so these are the basic things that you need to know to solve any question coming from permutation and combination. So this much formulas you should be thorough with, and after that, depending on the questions, some of the questions will be having some slight changes, but anyhow you need to by heart all these formulas I have given shown here. Okay, that means you'll be able to solve most of the questions if you know these formulas. Okay, so and according to the situation you need to use that. See, first thing, when do we use this permutation and combination, or what is the application of this permutation and combination chapter? That means, suppose we have a group of letters, we need to make words with that. There are how many ways in which we can make words, that how many things, that is in how many ways we can rearrange, so that we can find using this permutation. Or if we have a group of people, we need to choose two people as their leaders, or two people for a committee. So in how many ways we can choose this number of people? In that case we can use combination. So there are many applications for this permutation and combination that we'll see now. Okay, depending on the questions. So first we will go through these formulas, then we will do the problems, then you'll be clear. Okay, so again say that in permutation and combination, even if you do 100 questions, that is an additional gain for you, because questions can come in any way, and it's your brain, or it's your common sense that you apply which permutation or combination in the place. Okay, so practice maximum questions from permutation and combination. So first you practice the questions that I am giving, then practice all of the whole questions from NCERT. So after that, if you are getting any questions from any sites or any books, do that maximum, then you'll be thorough, very much thorough, that you'll, after doing some 10-20 questions, you'll be thorough. You will get that instinct that which, while you read the question itself, you'll understand whether to use permutation or combination. Okay, so involve and do these questions. Okay, so see, what is permutation? So if we have n distinct items and we are taking r at a time, okay, then permutation can be written as npr is equal to n factorial by n minus r factorial. Suppose they are giving word lion, and they are asking us in how many ways we can arrange it. We can just write it as 4 factorial, because in 4 different ways we can arrange. So but r at a time they are telling. Okay, so in that case we can use what, this permutation formula. Okay, suppose in this case lion, without repetition I am saying, they're asking you to find in how many ways you can arrange this lion word without repetition. Then we have 4 places and 4 letters, right? So in the first place we can have any, so 4. In this place we can have remaining 3. In this place we can have remaining 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, that is 4 factorial. Okay, so that's permutation means, that is one example I am saying. Okay, now what is NP0? NP0 is 1, NP1 is n. No need to by heart this, when you put here you will get. Okay, other than that, what is 0 factorial? 0 factorial, it's 1. 0 factorial is 1. That means if you are substituting, you may need 0 factorial. Okay, now if some items are repeating, like I can say hello, they are asking if in how many ways we can arrange the letters of this word. Then what you'll do, we have 5 places now, so we will take 5 factorial divided by, that is this. And then you may not understand if you are just reading this one, so that's why I'm taking example. So if they are asking how many ways we can arrange hello, letter word hello with hello, then not can write 5 factorial by how many is repeating, L is repeating 2 times, so 2 factorial. Okay, so 5 factorial by 2 factorial, that is mentioning. They are saying something is repeating p times, something is repeating q times, something is repeating r times, and there is a total of n letters. Then n factorial by p factorial, q factorial, r factorial. Clear? So understand with or remember with an example, that will be very good. Okay, you can remember any formula with an example, then that will stay in your mind. Okay, now what is combination? We'll see what is combination. Okay, combination is NCR. I said an example, no? If you have 10 people, we are taking 2 people at a time, then that is how many ways we can arrange. NCR, that is combination. Okay, so number of combinations of n of different things taken r at a time, that is NCR. That means within that situation we have, suppose we are taking 2 people for committee from 10 people. Okay, so we can take that in NCR ways. Okay, 2 combinations from n people. Okay, so the NCR values, that is n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. Okay, now what is NC0? NC0 is 1, NCN is 1. That is just substituting here and seeing. So just for remembering, I have written NC0 is 1, NCN is 1. Okay, now very important 2 formulas. These are about situation questions. Situation like you can use, but there are certain questions that is just calculating is involved. Now situation, they'll just give calculative questions. In that case, if you sit with a question like this, you will lose time. So what you need to do is just by heart, NCR plus NCR minus 1 is equal to n plus 1 CR. NCR plus NCR minus 1 is equal to n plus 1 CR. That is, suppose you have given with 4C2 plus 4C1, and one example only I am writing. So what is that equal to? That is equal to n plus 1 CR. Okay, so just remember that formula. These 2 formulas are very important 2 formulas. That means you can reduce time if you are going with this method. Okay, then if NCX is equal to NCY, NCX is equal to NCY. Suppose they are giving 4C3 or 15C3 is equal to 15C, like that. For I'm saying an example. Then what does this mean is, this x plus y is equal to n. That is 3 plus 12 is equal to 15. Okay, so you'll have problems to find the value of x, n, y, etc. So in that case, you can use this one. Okay, so just by heart these formulas, then you'll be able to solve most of the questions from permutation. Just understand the situation and apply that. Okay, so what is NPR? N factorial by n minus r factorial. Then what is NCR? N factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. What is NCR plus NCR minus 1? That is n plus 1 CR. What is NCR? If NCR is equal to NCX is equal to NCY, then we can write x plus y is equal to n. Okay, so now we will see the problems. Hi, we will solve the questions, previous year questions from permutation and combination. Okay, so let's see some basic questions. These all are previous year questions. Let's see. The number of diagonals of an octagon is. Number of diagonals of an octagon is. So that means they are asking how many diagonals can an octagon have. Okay, let's see how to solve this. See, what you need to understand is octagon. They are talking about octagon. That means how many points are required to draw an octagon? We need 8 points, right? 8 points are joined to get an octagon. Okay, now for drawing a diagonal, how many points you need? You need 2 points, right? So for drawing a diagonal, you need 2 points, and octagon has 8 points. Okay, so from 8 you need to take all 2, 2, 2. Okay, so from 8 we are taking 2. And what are the combinations? So we are writing answer as 8C2. Understood? Because 8 points, and from this 2 points for drawing diagonals. 4 diagonals. Okay, so we can write 8C2. Now 8C2 means 8 factorial by 2 factorial into 8 minus 2 factorial. 8 factorial by 2 factorial into 6 factorial. That is 8 into 7 into 6 factorial by 2 into 6 factorial. That is 56 by 2. 28. Understood? This is how you will solve NCR. Okay, that means we are just writing the formula n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. We are cancelling, just solve. Okay, so our answer is 28. Okay, it's clear now. Okay, now we'll see the next question. Second question. What is the second question? In how many ways 6 girls can be seated in 2 chairs? This is simple. No need to go to NCR or NPR anything. You can just do by your common sense. That is, 6 girls are there and they have to be seated in 2 chairs. Okay, in how many ways we can do that? So just consider we have got 2 chairs. We have got 2 chairs, and how many girls we have got? We have got 6 girls. 2 chairs and 6 girls. Okay, so in how many ways we can do? See, this is a chair. How many girls can sit in this? Or how many ways that girls can sit in that? Any 6 girl can sit in that, right? So 6, and that means into. See, she is sitting here. Now how many girls are remaining? 5 girls. Now those 5 girls can be seated in this chair. 5 girls, any one of that 5 can be seated there. So 6 into 5. So that is what? 30. Is it clear? Okay, so arrangement question it is. Okay, so this is how you can, this can be used in case some flag question that I will explain. It's in NCERT. That is flag. In how many ways 3 flags can be arranged, like that questions are there. That we'll do from NCERT. So before that, just understand this kind of question. Don't go for any formula. You can just directly write this one. Okay, that means we have 6 girls and we are asking 2 at a time. Understood? Okay, is it clear? So we can just do this in NPR also. Like this is 6 factorial by, that is 6C2, 6P2, 6P2. This is arrangement question. Okay, here and here. Okay, so 6 factorial by 6 minus 2 factorial. That is 6 factorial by 4 factorial. That is 6 into 5 into 4 factorial by 4 factorial. So 30. So no need to go to this one. because these kind of questions is easy in this method. That means we have 2 chairs. Any 6 can be seated here. Remaining 5 can be seated here. Okay, so the answer is 30. Clear now? Okay. Now we'll see the third question. So third question, what is the third question? What is the number of ways of arranging the word banana so that no ends appear together? What is the number of ways of arranging the word banana so that no ends appear together? What they are asking? They are asking in how many ways we can arrange the word banana so that ends should not come together. So in this kind of question, what you have to do is you have to check in how many ways this word can be arranged. Okay, in how many ways, without any condition, in how many ways we can arrange these words. Once you get that, we'll check for in how many words ends are coming together, and if we subtract that, we'll get the answer. Understood? So what are the 2 things we are checking? In how many ways this word can be arranged. That is the first thing. Second thing is in how many words we have ends coming together. That is the second thing. Then if we subtract, we'll get in how many words ends are not coming together. Isn't it? So just try. So our word is banana. So in how many ways we can arrange this word? How many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters are there. So 6 factorial divided by, I told now, remember, if letters are repeating, what we'll do? We'll do repeating letters factorial also. So 6 letters are there. 6 places are there, I can say. Not 6 different letters. 6 places are there. So 6 factorial. Okay. So 6 factorial by A. So 3 factorial, 3 a's are there into 2 factorial because 2 n's are there. This is the number of ways in this words can be arranged. Total number of ways of arrange. So totally we can arrange it in this number of ways. Okay, let's find out what it is. Now next, see, ends should not appear together. So that means we'll see in how many words ends are coming together. So what you need to do is just take B-A-A. Just an you need not this order you need not mind. See, B-A-A-A. N we are taking as a single word. Single letters. That means we are considering n appearing together. So I am taking n together. Remaining order you need not mind. How many places are there? 4 places. And this n we are checking in how many words n comes together. So for that we are considering 2n as one thing. So in how many ways we can write this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 factorial divided by a is repeating. 3 factorial. So ends appear together. So if we subtract total number of ways from and ends coming together, we'll get ends do not appear. So ends do not appear together. That is 6 factorial by 3 factorial into 2 factorial minus 5 factorial by 3 factorial. Clear, isn't it? So just do this. What is 6 factorial? So that is 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 2 factorial is nothing but 2 minus 5 into 4 into 3 factorial by 3 factorial. So this 3 factorial this will go. So what you'll get? 60. 60 minus here what you'll get? 20. So the answer is 40. So in 40 ways we can arrange that ends do not appear together. Is it clear? So answer is option A, 40. So here we will mark the answer. Answer was 30, right? In our previous question. Okay. Is it clear? So in any question, if these things should not come together like that question, anyhow you need to consider in how many ways they are coming together like that. Okay. Now let's see fourth question. What is the fourth question? If C of n comma 12 is equal to C of n comma 8, then what is the value of C of 22 comma n? What is C of means just combination. So what they have given, C of n comma 12 equal to C of n comma 8, that is NC12 is equal to NC8. Now what you need to find? You need to find C of 22 comma n. C of 22 comma n, that is we need to find N22 Cn. This is what we need to find. Remember we have studied one formula for this, that is if NCx is equal to NCy, then x plus y is equal to n. Remember this formula? So what we can write here, NC12 is equal to NC8. So how we can write this one? 12 plus 8. 12 plus 8 is equal to n. That is n is equal to 20. Okay. So what you need to find? You need to find 22 C20. That is 22 factorial by 20 factorial into 22 minus 20, that is 2 factorial. What you'll get? This 22 factorial is 22 into 21 into 20 factorial divided by 20 factorial into 2 factorial. So just cancel this one. This and this will go on 11. So what will be our answer? Our answer will be 21 into 11. 21 into 11. Okay. So that is 231. That is 231. I mean our answer is 231. Clear now? That's why I told this is a very useful formula. If NCx is equal to NCy, x plus y is equal to n. So just applying that you will get the answer. Okay. Clear? Okay. Okay. We'll see some more questions. So what is the question? Fifth question. A team of 8 players is to be chosen from 12. Out of the 8 players, one is to be captain and another a vice captain. How many ways can it be done? A team of 8 players is to be chosen from 12. Out of 8 players, one is to be captain and another a vice captain. How many ways it can be done? So what are the things they are telling? They are telling 2 things. One is that from 12 players we need to choose 8. So this can be done in many ways. Other than that, out of 8, what we need to do? We need to choose one as captain, the other one as vice captain. So 2 things in a single question. One and the other one. Not or one and the other one. That means into. That means from 12, 8 is to be chosen, and from 8 another condition is also given. Okay. So let's see how can we do. See, from 12 we have 12. Out of that we need to take 8. Okay. So I'm solving the 5th question. Okay. From 12 we need to choose 8. So what are the different ways? It's clear that it is 12C8. That's clear. Because we have 12 players from that, in how many ways means we will go for a C combination, that is 12C8. Now, what is the next thing they are asking? Okay, what is the next thing they are asking? That means now we have 8 players, right? Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players. This is clear now. From 12, 8 is chosen. How many ways we can arrange, that is given. Now how many players we have? We have 8 players. Okay, one is captain and the other one is vice captain. Okay, so from the 8, out of 8, anyone can be seated here as captain, and out of remaining 7, anyone can be vice captain. So 7. Then remaining we need not check because they are not asking about that arrangement. That only they are considered with captain and vice captain. Okay, so this and this together. That means this should happen and this should happen. So 12C8 into 8 into 7. Clear? So what is 12C8? That is 12 factorial by 8 factorial into 12 minus 8, 4 factorial into 8 into 7. Clear? So how okay? 12 factorial means 12 into 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 factorial. So that gone. 4 factorial is 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So 4 into 3, 12 again gone. Then we'll have 5. Okay, so we'll have 11 into 5 into 9. 11 into 5 into 9 into 8 into 7. So just multiply, you'll be getting 27720. You'll be getting 27720. Understood? We are not doing anything, very simple. That is, just understand question. First, from the first statement, it is clear that we need to choose 12 from 8 from 12. So 12C8. The next condition is arrangement. Arrangement means we need to choose for this position 8 are available, this position 7 are available. So 12C8 into 8 into 7. So I'll get 27720. Clear? Okay. Now let's see the next question. Let's see the 6th question. What is the number of words formed from the word joke so that vowels and consonants alternate? What is the number of words formed from word joke so that vowels and consonants alternate? That means, what do you mean by alternate? That is joke. In simply see joke. Consonant, vowel, like that. How many possible? They are asking. Okay, this is a small word. We can just try writing the combination. So what is the next kind of word possible? J-E-K-O. Isn't it? Alternate. Now if we start with K, what is the possibility? K-O-E-J. Then K-E-J-O. Alternate, no? If we start with E, E-K-O-J. E-J-O-K. Now if we start with O, O-J-E-K. O-K-E-J. So how many words? So you have tried all the combination with alternate vowel and consonant. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's it. So our required number is 8. So our option is 8. Clear? So just try. This is a small word now. So we can just try writing the combinations. Okay. So required number of ways is 8. Clear, right? So we'll move to the next question. So So we'll see the seventh question. What is the seventh question? What is the seventh question? Using digits 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 only once, how many numbers greater than 41000 can be formed? Using digits 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 only once. Only once means no repetition. How many numbers greater than 41000 can be formed? Options 41, 48, 50, 55. Okay, so our question is, number should be greater than 41000. Number should be greater than 41000. Okay, and you can use only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, only once they can be used. Okay, so greater than 41000. So we have only 5 digits. So 5 positions can only be possible greater than 41000. Okay, so greater than 41000 means in the first position, what are the numbers we can expect? Only 4 and 5. Clear? In the first position, greater than 4 means only 4 and 5 possible, right? So how many numbers possible? 2 numbers possible. 2 numbers possible. Okay, now in the next position, how many numbers possible? If 2 numbers from 2 any one we have filled here, we can write remaining 4. Okay, if I have 4 ways are possible here. Here remaining 3 ways are possible, 2 ways are possible, 1 way. Understood? That means any 2 is possible here. But here, if I wrote 1 number here, remaining 4 anything can be written here. So any 3 after that we have 3 numbers remaining, so any 3 can be written. Okay, so answer is 2 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 2 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, so the answer is, what is the answer? That is 8 into 6, 48. 48 ways. So the answer is 48 ways. So 48. Clear? I will explain this once more. What they are telling, we need to make a number, how many numbers possible greater than 41000 using these digits. Okay, 5 digits are there, so 5 places I am having. Now greater than 41000 means this position can be occupied by only 4 and 5. So 2 possibilities here. Then here, if I wrote 1 number here, from this 5 I have 4 remaining. 2 numbers over means 3 remaining. 3 numbers over, 2 remaining, 1. Okay, so total 48. Clear? Okay. So we will see the 8th question. What is the value of n if p of 15, n minus 1 is to p of 16, n minus 2 is 3:4? That is, we are giving permutation of 2 things ratio. Okay, so what they have given, p of 15, n minus 1 by p of 16, n minus 2 is equal to 3/4. So how can we write what is p of? That is 15 factorial by 15 minus n minus 1 factorial divided by 16 factorial by 16 minus n minus 2 factorial is equal to 3/4. So now just a cross multiplying, that is 15 by 15 minus n plus 1 factorial into 16 minus n plus 2 factorial divided by 16 factorial is equal to 3/4. So I am cancelling this one, 4. Now what I'll get, 15 factorial by, this will become 16 minus n factorial into, this I am writing as 16, I am keeping 16 as such, so I can write a 16 minus n plus 2 factorial by 4 is equal to 3. Okay, now what I'll have, I can write this is 16, sorry, this is 16 into 15 factorial. So we got cancelled this one, we have only one here because 16 I can write it as 16 into 15 factorial. So 15 and 15 will go. Now 4 is there. Okay, so we'll have only this much. Now what is this? This is 16 minus n plus 2 into 16 minus n plus 1 into 16 minus n factorial divided by 16 minus n factorial, that is equal to 4. I am taking to this side 12. Clear? So see, we know that if we have, suppose we are having 4 factorial, we can write as 4 into 3 factorial. So similarly 16 minus n plus 2, so n plus 1 factorial or n plus 1, then again plus 1 is not there, n. Okay, so this and this will get cancelled. Now what we'll have is, that is 18 minus n into 17 minus n is equal to 12. Okay, 18 minus n and 17 minus n. Okay, so when you solve this, what you'll get? We'll get 306. Okay, we'll get 306 minus 17n minus 18n plus n square is equal to 12. So this is a quadratic equation. You can solve this quadratic equation like n square minus what this will give, 35n plus 306 minus 12 equal to 0. That is, this will come to about 294. 294 equal to 0. So we'll get n minus 14 into n minus 21. n minus 21. So equal to 0. So n is equal to 14 or 21. So our answer is n is equal to 14. Okay. So we will see the 9th question. What is the number of ways that 4 boys and 3 girls can be seated so that boys and girls alternate? So what is the requirement? We have 4 boys and 3 girls, and how they can be seated, so that how many ways they can be seated so that 4 boys and these boys and girls alternate. Okay, so suppose we start with the boy. How many are there? 7 are there. Boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, because 4 boys and 3 girls, like this it will come. Okay, so see how many possibilities are here. 4 boys, no? So 4. Then how many girls? 3. Now here boy 1 is here, so here 3. Then girl 1 is here, so remaining 2. So then again boy remaining 2 because 2 seated here. Then girl 2 seated here, so 1 girl. Then again 1 boy. Understand? So alternately they have to sit. So there are 4 boys, so possibility is 4. Here 3 girls, so possibility is 3. Now 1 have seated here, so remaining 3 boys. Remaining 2 girls, remaining 2 boys, remaining 1 girl, remaining 1 boy. So what is this will come? 12 into 6 into 12 into 6 is 72 into 2, that is 144. So option is 144. Okay. Now what about the 10th question? If x plus y less than or equal to 4, then there are how many non-zero positive odd integers or ordered pairs? Okay, so what's the condition? This is very simple question. It's a previous year question, the very simple question, that is x plus y less than or equal to 4. So what are the things that are the condition? That should be non-zero and should be positive, non-zero and positive. Okay, so what are the ordered pairs possible? So if we take 1, should be less than or equal to 4. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, because less than or equal to is there. So 1 plus 1, 2, less than 4, 1 plus 2, 3, less than 4, 1 plus 3, less than or equal to is there now. So equal to 4. Now again 1, 4 we cannot take. Now 2, 1, because 2 plus 1 is equal to 3, less than 4. Now 2, 2, no problem, because equal to 4 is there. Then 2, 3 not possible, greater than 4, right? Now 2, 5. 2, it's okay, over. Now 3, 1. Now 3, 2 not possible, it is 5. Okay, so these are the ordered positives that satisfy the condition x plus y less than or equal to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is also a previous year question. Okay, so nothing in this chapter, you all need to understand the situation and do, and surely you need to practice as many as questions from this chapter, because thing is this can be rank determining chapter, because if you practice that much, will understand what is the situation, whether to use permutation, combination, or just we can assume, or we can just write and do. Okay, so some more questions we'll see when we discuss the previous year questions, question papers. Okay.